number 19, Mason Lockley. And in goal today, number 35, James Britton. Head coach for the Tigers is Sean Gallagher. And now the starting lineups for your Fairfield Prep Jesuits. At third, number 9, Brooks Reynolds. Forward, number 11, Declan Murphy. Forward, number 16, Matt DeLuca. Defense, number 8, Gavin Burke. Defense, number 14, Chris Sora. And in goal today, number 31, Charlie Rodman. Head coach of the Jesuits is Vin O'Hara. At this time, we ask that you please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
wait, I didn't realize I can use the announcer button. I know, I can see the monitor from where I'm standing. Well, yeah.
Every year at Fairfield Prep, we have a theme for the year that informs all that we do. Our theme this year is our common home. One of the most common connections to home is brotherhood. Two big pillars in this common home theme this year here at Fairfield Prep. One is the pillar of caring for the handiwork God has given us. Everything we do, every activity, every effort should be pointed at the greater glory of God and caring for God's creation.
We should see you taking advantage of every opportunity to appreciate and respect the natural resources that Earth has given to us. We should see you at lunch, figuring out what can I recycle from what I have in front of me. We should see you with a reusable water bottle. We should see you encouraging who's ever driving you to maybe carpool. We should see you riding a bike to school every once in a while. We should see you conserving water. We should see you doing little things every single day to care for our environment. Little things make the big things happen.
Second is civic engagement and civil discourse. You may be aware that there's a little something coming up in November, a national presidential election, yes? Jesuit schools have been around for 485 years. We have seen kings rise and fall, regimes come and go, world wars happen and settle into peace, recessions and depressions, and through it all, young men and women of Ignatian and Jesuit schools have been leaders in civic engagement, disagreeing with each other, but disagreeing respectfully, with great ideas, with intellectual humility, eloquentia perfecta.
We don't teach you what to think, we teach you how to think.
We learn how to think with rigor. We don't just spout off. We look at the facts before we state our opinion. We will disagree, and that's all right, as long as we keep in mind the common home and a common purpose.
But in one of St. Ignatius's letters in 1541, he gave some guidelines on how to have conversations with other people. Say little and be slow to speak. Listen long and willingly until they have finished what they have wanted to say. One of my mentors here at Prep taught me one of the most valuable lessons I've ever learned. And that lesson is that there is a difference between waiting to talk and listening. And when you realize what that difference is, and when you act on that difference, that is when you can truly have a conversation with another human. So gentlemen, we expect you to engage, to be present, to be respectful, but most importantly, we expect you to listen to one another and not just be waiting to talk.
You all have one thing in common. You all now belong to these halls. You belong to the beautiful arches that you walked through this morning. You all belong to Prep, and Prep now belongs to you. You are now part of a long and fruitful legacy of Prep men who have cared and cherished our common home on 1073 North Benson Road. In each crevice of this school, there are things to learn, history to inspire, and people that will shape you into the young men that will go out into the world and make a change like each Prep man has done before you. Be yourself, and Prep will be the place for you. Be a brother, be a leader, be a Prep man, even if you don't fully understand what that means quite yet. I promise one day you will. Go Prep.
Before I come to officiate your game, I'm busy at work.
Before I was a high school official, I was a young athlete myself.
Before I heard you yelling at me from the stands, I was a parent on the sideline cheering for my own kids.
And before each season and before each game, like you, I'm prepared and I'm excited.
Remember,
We're a lot.
Like you.
You guys are a part of the brotherhood, time to lock in.
Because at Fairfield Prep, we don't teach you what to think, we teach you how to think.
Go out into the world and set it ablaze.
For generations, the men of Prep and their families have gone forth from Fairfield to transform the world through lives of excellence, faith, and service, and never for ourselves, but for others.
Today, we gather not merely as individuals, but as a community, united by a shared purpose and a collective desire to make a difference.
Your support allows us to create transformational experiences, and transformed men of Prep go forth and transform the world.
Being a man of Prep means being a man for others. A man for others is not someone who thinks of themselves first. A man for others is not the type of person who takes up a task in search of personal gain. A man for others is the kind of man who uses their God-given talents, those things that they are so passionate about, and uses those skills to create a better environment, not for themselves, but for everybody.
For years, friends and family have always asked
Hello?
me, what is it about
Hello?
Fairfield Prep that makes it so
Yeah,
good?
I can
Why
hear.
do people stick with it? Why are people so connected? And I tell them this, brotherhood.
Prep has helped me develop into the man I want to be for my family,
So what are we gonna
friends,
do? So like this?
others.
Happy saw the light in my boy and led him to set the world on fire.
God bless our brotherhood now and always, never just for ourselves, but ad maiorem Dei gloriam. Hail Fairfield Prep.
We got to find a better
Here,
system.
wait, I'm.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Wonderland of Ice. Sorry we're a little bit late, but my name is Phineas Wright, alongside today with my partner Tommy Barry. And Tommy, it's the second period of action getting ready. We did miss the first, but we're here at Wonderland back again for a new season of Jesuits hockey. And after the first, it's so far 0-0.
Yeah, we had the privilege of going in the bomb squad, which we don't usually get.
Yeah, we did.
And
Nice little time.
especially at 1D, the only time I'm ever in the bomb squad is at JV games. But yeah, so far it's been a pretty uneventful game. Prep has been dominating on the offensive side of the ice, and they've had a lot of time in possession inside Ridgefield zone. So far, so good for this new Jesuit team.
Yeah, another thing to note about that first period for the Jesuits, 2 power plays for them. Could not capitalize, not very well on the power plays too. I believe they did not get a single shot on goal combined of those 2 power plays. So that's something they'll look to work on. But first game of the season, still getting used to everyone, especially the new players, because there is 10 new players on this Jesuits roster, and you'll hear their names pop up throughout the night. As right now, out for the Jesuits, we see Broden Baum take the face-off, lost there to number 5 of Ridgefield. That is Angelo Simonello. So now the puck being played around at the far boards, tipped into the neutral zone, recollected by Ridgefield. Big hit there by Benny Burgess in open ice.
Yeah, Benny's has been doing a really good job this game, just absolutely laying kids out. I know there was an over-under of 5.5 hits, and I smashed that over.
Now at the far boards, being played around by Gavin Burke. Simonello trying to recollect for Ridgefield, but now it's Sola. Sola getting tripped up. No call there, as now an open shot here. That shot, good save there by Rodrigue, the sophomore phenomenon, who had a great season last year for the Jesuits in his freshman campaign, now looking to repeat that and grow from that here in his sophomore campaign.
Yeah, you almost never see a freshman starting on a Fairfield Prep Jesuits squad. But last year, I mean, we have that absolute anomaly, Charlie Rodrigue, going to natty camps, huge hit there from Benny Burgess, and just making an instant impact on the Jesuits.
Him and Ryan McNicholas going a little back and forth there. Gavin Burke down now in his own zone, looking for Driscoll, who collects. Driscoll passing down for Burgess, who's going to tip it back over into the Ridgefield end. Now we see Declan Murphy. Declan Murphy, great season last year. First year on varsity was for him last season as a junior, now a senior here, number 11. Look out for him this year. He should have a great season. As good tip by there, looking to center it to DeLuca, but it gets free for Ayers. Ayers' shot hits the crossbar, put back in by Matthew DeLuca.
Huge goal there from the senior, Matthew DeLuca. I mean, I know he's absolutely riveting after having the first point of the year for the Jesuits. I'm very happy for you, DeLuca.
Matthew DeLuca, the senior on this Jesuits team, been playing on varsity since his sophomore season, looking to have a big year this year, and you know that one is going to really amp him up.
Yeah, DeLuca last year did not have a lot of goals, and he didn't have a lot of points in general, so starting off the year having one, I know he's absolutely hype.
Declan Murphy looking to go right back at the net there. Murphy trying to get through a couple Ridgefield defenders. Puck still free. Schwartz plays it up to Ayers. Ayers at the blue line across for Pooley. Pooley's shot is collected there by the keeper.
But yeah, I mean, Aiden Ayers, man. Because Ayers has been putting up a clinic. And in the first period, he had so many good defensive stops. I mean, he's grown into such a role from his campaign last season. And I mean, he's just doing a very, very good job.
Schwartz and Simonello now at the faceoff dot, won by Schwartz. Shot there from the point by a newcomer on this Jesuit squad. That was number 28 with the shot, Finn Walsh.
Yeah, last year there was a lot of, it was very 50-50 on those face-offs at the beginning of the year, but as the year went on, Schwartz definitely locked in and did his job, so seeing him going very hot into this season.
Luca Bosco at the face-off dot, trying to win it forward for himself, but won there by Simonello. A lot of Simonello so far in this period. Jesuits trying to keep it in Ridgefield zone, played behind the net. Now it's Kirshner. Kirshner tied up on the near boards, over by the bomb squad. Kirshner now behind his own net. Looking to go around the boards, but Schwartz now able to come away with it. Schwartz tied up there with Bloch.
A lot of not connecting passes here from Ridgefield. On every single rush, I mean, they they usually pick off the Jesuits on a 5-on-4 opportunity or a 3-on-2 opportunity. And, I mean, these passes have not been it.
McNicholas now, though, looking to connect with Simonello, but now back in their own zone. A lot of Jesuits now around the puck.
Yeah, Ryan McNicholas, number 21, went to prep as a freshman, so a lot of bad blood between the bomb squad and McNicholas. I mean, personally, I had him in my speech and theater class freshman year.
Same class?
Yeah, our class, I should say. And, yeah, I mean, helped me. We were grouped together on our final project, and, I mean, he got the job done. Let's hope he gets the job done today on the ice.
Yeah, a little bit of a push and shove there after the whistle. Rodrigue causing the whistle there after the backhand shot from Gallagher. Baum and Couch here for the face-off. Dropped, tied up at the dot. Ridgefield comes away with it. Trying to throw it on net, goes all the way across ice. Hertwig, quick shot there, goes up by the blue line and out of Jesuit zone.
Now they're in the neutral zone, which is something that they've definitely struggled with, as we see sort of a bad pass right there. Ridgefield hasn't really been able to connect from the neutral to the Jesuit zone.
Yeah, another shot there from Gallagher goes wide, and Burke trying to clear it out of the zone, but here it's Kurtz. They're going to call a high stick.
Yeah, a little sloppy so far from Ridgefield. I mean, very, very promising team. Every single year they always have a very good team. And, I mean, Prep Ridgefield is sort of a long-lasting rivalry. A lot of bad blood going to this game, but Ridgefield really needs to get it together if they're going to want to stay in this as the Jesuits are winning the second period so far.
Reynolds winning the face-off there against Avaliani. Good hit there from Reynolds on Avaliani. Puck behind Jesuits net. Ayers comes away with it. Nifty little spin there. Gives it away for Jack Taylor. Now puck in the neutral zone. Taylor chipping it back down into the Ridgefield zone.
Yeah, number 15, Jack Taylor, the junior, 6'1", 180, some definite size needed on this team from the likes of Hudson Wingate and Rouse Viggles. I mean, not playing anymore.
Yeah.
Really fills in that spot very well, and I know he's going to be very dominant in his next 2 years for the Jesuits.
Ayers gives it over to DeLuca. DeLuca. DeLuca again. Backhands it over for Reynolds, just wide. And now it's Ridgefield within their own zone. McNicholas tied up at the near boards. McNicholas and Murphy. McNicholas, nifty little move, keeps the puck, but still in his own zone as Luca Bosco comes away with it. Bosco looking to backhand it towards the net.
Whoa.
DeLuca,
big hits there.
Yeah, DeLuca threw a hit over by the bomb squad. They were loving that.
Bosco is actually destroying William Britton.
Now a push here for Ridgefield. Shot there, gobbled up by Charlie Rodrigue.
Yeah, the defense has been doing a really good job at either blocking passing lanes, blocking shots, just not getting the defender the angle that they need in order to get an actual good shot. And I mean, there are not many situations where Rodrigue actually has to step in so far. So, I mean, him just coming in is sort of like the icing on the cake. Just very, very great defensive rush there by the Jesuits.
Couch and Schwartz. Face-off kind of tied up there. Schwartz does eventually come away with it as he moves it over to Driscoll. Driscoll can't keep it in his stick, but Burke able to collect it for him. Burke throws it on net. Puck is free. Sola one time, no, fake one-timer, throws it on net there and behind the net.
I heard Sola's slap shot is 108.5 miles per hour. So, I mean, I know he's going to have to hit those one-timers.
Looks like the ref called for an offside there. A little bit of confusion by Burke and Driscoll. Over on the lower part of your screen.
Yeah, but a very senior-oriented starting lineup. Almost literally every single player on the ice, other than, of course, Charlie Rodriguez, is a senior for the starting lineup in that first line. Oh, no.
Now we see Ryan Hicks. Ryan Hicks' second year on varsity as well, the senior. Trying to center it for Schwartz. Schwartz gets it at the last second, can't do much with it. Sola bats it from the blue line down to Hicks. Hicks tied up at the far end. Now it's Couch. Couch collides with Sola. Big collision in the neutral zone.
I mean, you don't want to have to deal with Sola on a hit.
Here's Driscoll with some speed, now loses the puck. Driscoll and Schwartz were looking for a push, can't get it as the puck gets down back into Jesuits zone. Almost great chance there for Ridgefield.
Great defensive effort there from Sola, stopping the center and possibly a goal.
Shot there from Brezek. Now Burgess throwing it into the neutral zone for Baum. Baum across for Driscoll. Driscoll's looking to break through here in this game. Had a couple good chances, but just losing the puck.
I mean, Driscoll's sort of like Thanos. He's inevitable. Every single rush, we see him so many times with the puck. Every single time he has a great, or not every single time, a lot of times he creates a very good opportunity for himself. But he either gets tricked up or something. He's going to get a goal eventually.
Puck played up to the blue line, and Ayer's able to keep it in the zone. Tuvlin looking to center it. Tuvlin gets tripped up there with Shalpak. Now it's Pooley. Pooley looking for a shot blocked. And now backhand out of the zone. Good effort there from Kirshner to finally get it out of Ridgefield zone. Burgess looking to center it inside for Tuvlin. Tuvlin now getting tied up with Britton in front of the Ridgefield net. Tuvlin and Britton still going at it as Ayers comes away with the puck in the neutral zone. Has a bit of a push here, throws it on net, goes wide. Played up for Pooley now. Pooley at the blue line looking down for Brooks. Bomb squad getting loud at the hit. Into the boards. It's DeLuca trying to make a move. Lots of snow coming up there. Nice shot by Reynolds. Good blocker save on that last shot from James Britton. And Britton covers that one up as well. More pushing and shoving going on in front of the Ridgefield net.
DeLuca also sharing some, I'm guessing, not so very kind words. Yeah, the ref had to get in DeLuca's face for that one.
I feel like we've seen that a little bit, a couple times from DeLuca tonight, maybe throwing some words at the opponents, but that's the kind of intensity you want to see from some of these veteran guys.
Yeah, DeLuca has been playing with a chip on his shoulder. I don't know what said chip is, but he's playing with some intensity I've never seen.
Yeah, from talking with him as well, he's been having a great preseason leading up into the season for prep. He's been really working on his game a lot, and he's been improving, and we've already seen it tonight with that goal by him. Good way for him to start off the season.
Puck stopped there by the ref's skate.
Big hit by Shahaj in the corner. Now it's Declan Murphy. Murphy and DeLuca going towards the net. DeLuca collides with Britton. Shot there. Wide. Another one batted away there. Shahaj trying to keep it in. Gets free. Now a chance here for Ridgefield. It's Hertwig. Hertwig looking in front of the net for Couch. And a great save there by Rodrigue. That wrist shot, oh sorry Tommy, but that wrist shot by DeLuca tipped into the net.
You can go, I promise. Oh, excuse me, I thought you didn't finish. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I mean, Rodrigue's sort of the icing on the cake of this great Prep Jesuits squad. I mean, defense does such a great job at shutting down any rush. And then, I mean, you have somebody to lean on, Rodrigue.
Yeah, I mean, he's already proved it many times so far tonight. Rodrigue coming up with some big saves to keep this 1-0 lead in favor of the Jesuits. Luca Bosco and Schwartz switched out at the faceoff there. Trying to keep it in the Jesuit zone, but cleared out there by DeMarco. No icing. Burke.
A lot of oohs and ahs on that no icing call, but definitely was not.
Also something to mention pretty quickly, the Jesuits tonight debuting their new black alternate jerseys, and I've got to say they're pretty snazzy.
Yeah, they're actually tough if I'm gonna keep it a buck with everybody.
That one-timer by Hicks, just wide of the net, almost nailed the corner there. Looking inside again. That one's gonna be frozen by Britton.
Yeah, a lot of beef between these two squads. Very chippy. I mean, it's the first game of the year. It's gonna be as chippy as can be. But I mean, we gotta bask in the fact that prep hockey is back.
Yeah, like you were saying, Tommy, first game of the season, both these teams probably have a lot of pent-up energy leading into the year. Just want to get it all out here in the first game. An exciting first game matchup as well, and they're kind of taking it out with a little bit of aggressiveness here.
Some really good spacing there by Burke. Getting in a good position, knowing that play was dead.
Puck getting tied up in the neutral zone. McNicholas fighting with Baum. Puck gets free, though, towards the other end. And that one will go back for an icing on Ridgefield and head back down into their own zone.
Yeah, some really good IQ out here from a lot of these Jesuit players. I mean, a lot of them are able to recognize when a possession is done and when they need to get back into the neutral zone in order to stop a rush. While, I mean, this Ridgefield team has been, I mean, time and time again, overcommitting in the rush on passes. And, I mean, it's really just showing.
McNicholas now, though, tries to set in front for Simonello, who scores and ties this game up late in the second period.
Huge goal there from Ridgefield, from Angelo Simonello. As I was saying, if they aren't going to be able to get all the sloppiness out of the neutral zone and on the rush, they aren't going to be able to do anything. And here we see that here. McNicholas does a really good job at reading the ice, passes off to Simonello right in front of the goal, and does a really good job at finishing it out. Very good rush there from the Tigers.
Yeah, like you said, Tommy, McNicholas doing a great job to gain ahead of speed, get down, beat his man, and find Simonello really with the open chance there in front of the net, and not the best back check there by the Jesuits to prevent that goal. But now it's a 1-1 game. Tie up there. Pooley gets hit hard.
Hard.
Yeah, Pooley a little shaken up, getting up after that hit. Still a little slow as well. He might need to get out here as the backhander just goes wide from Simonello, almost getting his second of the game. Now Ridgefield with a head of steam of their own.
Yes, Ridgefield squad with a lot of momentum, but the Jesuits have an extra player. Never mind.
Yeah, almost a fast break opportunity for the Jesuits, led by Matthew DeLuca, but nice move there from Chris Sola. Chris Sola staying on his feet, trying to center it. Gets free for Burke. Burke playing it behind the net. Picked up there from Blokely. Now down the ice. Sola has more speed. Able to grab the puck behind his own net. Gets tripped up there, and that's going to be a penalty coming up on Ridgefield. So the Jesuits will now have their third power play of the game. So far 0-2 on the power play. They'll look to change it here. Not only are they 0-2, they also have 0 shots on goal through their first 2 power plays. So that's definitely something they will look to change on this one.
Yeah, this Ridgefield defense has been completely dominant in the Jesuit zone on a power play. Their defense, their sliding, everything is super well. Everybody's passing or covering up passing lanes. I mean, there's really no mistakes so far from this Tigers defense.
Nice win by Schwartz, gets it back to DeLuca. DeLuca now on the line on this power play. Ridgefield with some speed. DeLuca able to beat him to it as he's gonna toss it behind his own net for Sola. Sola back over to DeLuca. DeLuca's got some open room here. Now some competition. Backhands it into the Ridgefield zone. Picked up there from Blokely. Jesuits really looking for a push here as that pass from Sola gets blocked up by, I believe, his own man, Reynolds. Now they've still got to work to get out of their own zone. Sola trying to go cross ice. Nothing there for it as Ridgefield with a chance. Nice blocker save there from Rodrigue to send that puck into the netting.
A lot of miscommunication here between the Jesuits, not really being able to get their passes down. Yeah, Driscoll just seems a little bit off today. Once he does get the puck, I mean, he's just amazing with it. But the communication between the Jesuits has been very shaky, and they definitely need a lot of communication to get this puck out of their zone.
Last faceoff won by Simonello, but Jesuits able to take control of it. 50 on the power play, but 25 left to go now in the period.
Very good clears so far from the Tigers. Trying their best to keep it within the Jesuit zone and taking advantage of the fact on a power play there is no icing.
Ayers building some speed, collides in the boards with Britton. And another penalty up and coming we might have.
There might be numerous penalties there.
Yeah, I believe you're right, Tommy.
Tons of hits. I mean, 3 individual hits.
They're going to send off Benny Burgess here.
Mason Blokely taunting the bomb squad. Telling them he's right there. What are they going to do about it?
I believe they got Burgess for an interference call. He's upset about it. And I don't completely blame him for it. It's been an aggressive game so far. He made a hit, made a play. He's getting sent to the box for it when we've seen hits similar to it in this game. And now it's going to be a 4-on-4, possibly going into the third and final period of this one, and it will.
Yeah, a lot between Simonello and this Jesuit squad. Refs trying to get them apart. Especially with Ayers. I mean, these kids have been absolutely hammering the man himself. Talking to him as they're leaving.
Yeah, Ayers, lots of words. Lots of words being thrown back and forth between the two teams. But at the end of the second period, it's going to be a 1-1 game. The Jesuits' first goal scored by Matthew DeLuca, and Ridgefield's first goal scored by Angelo Simonello. And going into the third and final period, it will be a 4-on-4, and after the Ridgefield penalty is up, they will then have about a minute and a half left for themselves on their own power play. So we'll see how that goes into the third. But as for right now, we'll take a quick break and be back with you all for the third period.
Every year at Fairfield Prep, we have a theme for the year that informs all that we do. Our theme this year is our common home. One of the most common connections to home is brotherhood. 2 big pillars in this common home theme this year here at Fairfield Prep. One is the pillar of caring for the handiwork God has given us. Everything we do, every activity, every effort should be pointed at the greater glory of God and caring for God's creation.
We should see you taking advantage of every opportunity to appreciate and respect the natural resources that Earth has given to us. We should see you at lunch figuring out what can I recycle from what I have in front of me. We should see you with a reusable water bottle. We should see you encouraging who's ever driving you to maybe carpool. We should see you riding a bike to school every once in a while. We should see you conserving water. We should see you doing little things every single day to care for our environment. Little things make the big things happen.
Second is civic engagement and civil discourse. You may be aware that there's a little something coming up in November, a national presidential election, yes? Jesuit schools have been around for 485 years. We have seen kings rise and fall, regimes come and go, world wars happen and settle into peace, recessions and depressions, and through it all, young men and women of Ignatian and Jesuit schools have been leaders in civic engagement, disagreeing with each other, but disagreeing respectfully, with great ideas, with intellectual humility, eloquentia perfecta.
We don't teach you what to think. We teach you how to think.
We learn how to think with rigor. We don't just spout off. We look at the facts before we state our opinion. We will disagree, and that's all right, as long as we keep in mind the common home and a common purpose.
But in one of St. Ignatius's letters in 1541, he gave some guidelines on how to have conversations with other people. Say little and be slow to speak. Listen long and willingly until they have finished what they have wanted to say. One of my mentors here at Prep taught me one of the most valuable lessons I've ever learned. And that lesson is that there is a difference between waiting to talk and listening. And when you realize what that difference is, and when you act on that difference, that is when you can truly have a conversation with another human. So gentlemen, we expect you to engage, to be present, to be respectful, but most importantly, we expect you to listen to one another and not just be waiting to talk.
You all have one thing in common. You all now belong to these halls. You belong to the beautiful arches that you walked through this morning. You all belong to Prep, and Prep now belongs to you. You are now part of a long and fruitful legacy of Prep men who have cared and cherished our common home on 1073 North Benson Road. In each crevice of this school, there are things to learn, history to inspire, and people that will shape you into the young men that will go out into the world and make a change like each Prep man has done before you. Be yourself, and Prep will be the place for you. Be a brother, be a leader, be a Prep man, even if you don't fully understand what that means quite yet. I promise one day you will. Go Prep.
Before I come to officiate your game, I'm busy at work.
Before I was a high school official, I was a young athlete myself.
Before I heard you yelling at me from the stands, I was a parent on the sideline cheering for my own kids.
And before each season and before each game, like you, I'm prepared and I'm excited.
Remember,
we're a lot
like you.
You guys are a part of the brotherhood. Time to lock in.
Because at Fairfield Prep, we don't teach you what to think, we teach you how to think.
Go out into the world and set it ablaze.
For generations, the men of Prep and their families have gone forth from Fairfield to transform the world through lives of excellence, faith, and service, and never for ourselves, but for others.
Today, we gather not merely as individuals, but as a community, united by a shared purpose and a collective desire to make a difference.
Your support allows us to create transformational experiences, and transformed men of Prep go forth and transform the world.
Being a man of Prep means being a man for others. A man for others is not someone who thinks of themselves first. A man for others is not the type of person who takes up a task in search of personal gain. A man for others is the kind of man who uses their God-given talents, those things that they are so passionate about, and uses those skills to create a better environment not for themselves, but for everybody.
For years, friends and family have always asked me, what is it about Fairfield Prep that makes it so unique? Why do people stick with it? Why are people so connected? And I tell them this, it's the brotherhood.
Prep has helped me develop into the man I want to be for my family, friends, others.
Prep saw the light in my boy and led him to set the world on fire.
God bless our brotherhood now and always, never just for ourselves, but ad majorem Dei gloriam. Hail Fairfield Prep.
Welcome back, everyone, into Wonderland of Ice as we get ready here for today's matchup. As we get ready here for the third period of action in today's matchup between the Fairfield Prep Jesuits and the Ridgefield Tigers. Right now, heading into the third, we have a 1-1 tie, dead even so far. Both these teams looking for a big win to start off their seasons. And we've also got a 4-on-4 hockey to start off this period as the Jesuits have a penalty late in that period. Benny Burgess interference call. 1:53 left on that one. And the Ridgefield with 22 seconds left on their penalty. So after the Ridgefield penalty expires, they will then go on a 1.5-minute power play and look to capitalize off of that and possibly take a lead from that. But the Jesuits are looking to defend it, as it will be their first time they have to go on the penalty kill tonight. But before any of that happens, we will start with a 22-second 4-on-4 between Fairfield Prep and Ridgefield. Tommy, after the first two periods, how are you feeling so far on each of these teams' play in tonight's game?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good in general. I mean, the Jesuits came out and were just sort of the greatest in the first period, but I mean, as that second period went on, Ridgefield started to gain more and more traction and came out more and more and was able to do more and more for their team. And, I mean, at the end there, I mean, Ridgefield really seemed like the better and more dominant team on the ice. So, I mean, the Jesuits really sort of need to lock it in here.
Yeah, especially after that goal, too. They definitely had a lot of momentum as their speed seemed to kick up a notch after that goal from Simonello. And now we'll start here with the 4-on-4, one there by the Jesuits. Sola trying to look back for Burke. Tie up there. Lots of pushing and shoving continuing here in this third period already. At the end of that second period, a thing to note, both teams going off the ice, lots of back and forth, lots of chatter between the two. As the Ridgefield penalty is now over, and Ridgefield will have a 1.5-minute power play. So first time tonight, the Jesuits will be on the penalty kill, and we'll see what their penalty kill this season look like. This will be glimpses of it, as still have a whole season to play. But Simonello now looking across ice there for McNicholas. McNicholas trying to play it up on the blue line. Reynolds going back and forth. McNicholas now down in the far corner. Up to the blue line. That shot there caught by Rodrigue. Spotted that one all the way down.
Yeah, the Jesuits doing a really good job at the penalty kill. I mean, they did a really good job last season with it, and I mean, arguably, sometimes they did even better on their penalty kill defense than their actual defense whenever they had 5 players on the ice. So, I mean, they've always sort of been known for the past few years, really good penalty kill, and they're showing it off right now.
Face-off won by Simonello. There was some good fight by Declan Murphy to try to get it out of the zone, but Ridgefield, good job of keeping it down there as McNicholas now, maybe with a chance, sending it inside. That one can't get put through. Missed pass there to Kirshner.
Really good
free.
Really good defense there from Brooks Reynolds. Was able to stop that center from happening and was able to get the puck away from the goal. Really good job from the senior captain.
Declan Murphy now, a lot of hustle from him, looking for the shorthanded goal here. Still keeping the puck down there. Kind of doing everything right now by himself a little bit. Lots of fight there from Declan Murphy. Great job by him to send it in front for DeLuca, who can't connect.
I mean, that looked a lot like James Murphy right there. I mean, Declan has improved so much already. Well, I'm already seeing so much improvement from Declan so far, and I mean, really just looks reminiscent of his brother last year.
And that shot there blocked by Pooley, ending the Ridgefield power play. So quick 1.5-minute penalty kill for the Jesuits is complete by them. Now we're back to 5-on-5 play here with 13:04 left in the game.
Saw former senior last year, freshman in college, Tyler Morris coming in. Same with Ralph Vigels, senior captain last year, showing out for the game.
Puck in the Ridgefield zone now. Chopped down into the Jesuits' end by Hertwig. Now it's Shahaj. Shahaj over to Driscoll. Driscoll looking inside there. It's Baum. Baum back from injury after last year. Sending it in front of the net. That was Driscoll. Baum looking for the redirect. Can't go.
Icing called there, but really good puck movement there from the Jesuits. I mean, their rush has looked so much better already. I mean, their chemistry is sort of off the charts compared to last season. These boys have been able to play with each other for an extra year. And, I mean, it's really showing through this chemistry and through this passing game with the puck. I mean, the puck moves faster than the players, so really good job there from the Jesuits. My bad.
And as I was trying to say a minute ago, early injury last season from Baum put him out for the remainder of last season, but now he's back from that. And he was playing really well last year before getting injured as a sophomore. So expect him to have a very good junior campaign this season.
And then we see number 3 out there, Tyler Pulley. I mean, doing a really good job so far in this game, already creating a role for himself on this Jesuits defense.
Yeah, Pulley doing a very good job of holding the blue line there, as right now he's paired up with Ayers on the defensive side of things. Jesuits forecheck, can't get much there.
Really good check there from Benny.
Now tied up in the corner, Pooley comes away with it. Off the board pass into the neutral zone, sent back down. Ayers colliding there with DeMarco. Puck in front, now sent back down the other way, and that one is going to be an icing on the Jesuits.
Yeah, the Jesuits really need to get some motion here, some traction like they did on that last rush. I mean, once they do get the puck and they get it, they always put themselves in very good positions. But, I mean, there are always those 1 or 2 passes that elude them and stop such a great rush opportunity.
Simonello trying to win that faceoff forward, tied up with Sola. Still free, looking in front. Shot there, blocked by Reynolds. Reynolds now with some speed heading the other way. Reynolds dangling through, throws one on net, back by Murphy. He just misses.
Yeah, James Britton there was very vigilant on that rebound.
Puck still caught up in the middle, but now Sola at the blue line, backhands it towards the net to be frozen there by James Britton.
Yeah, James Britton, I mean, I know Andrew Sproul is also a very, very good goalie. I've seen him on some recruiting sites. So, I mean, yeah, James Britton, I mean, really good job on the rebound, staying as vigilant as ever and not allowing one save to cloud the next.
Yeah, and speaking of James Britton, we have a sophomore versus sophomore goalie matchup today. As James Britton, of course, going along with what I said, a sophomore, and his opponent across the ice, Charlie Rodriguez, is also a sophomore. So a little fun fact there for today's game. Sola, now 3 Tigers in the Jesuit zone looking for a push. Good back check there from Burke to prevent any sort of shot. Tigers in their own zone. Sends it down the ice. Waffled toward the end of the net. DeLuca with control of the puck now. Off the boards, down to the other end is going to be an icing.
Yeah, the Jesuits, again, just need to pick up these defensive errors and get on the rush. Ridgefield's been doing a really good job at, I mean, as I was saying in the first period, their rush was just sort of non-existent, and now they're playing the neutral zone, and from the transition from neutral to defense is just doing such a good job at always keeping the puck in Jesuit territory.
Now we see Bosco Navaliani. Bosco winning the faceoff there. Walsh with the puck, tied up with his own man. I believe that was Walsh and Shahaj.
And Brezak there did a really good job at just tripping up the puck. I saw him do it 3 different times.
Some good pokes there from Rodriguez to keep the puck away from the net, as Bosco's going to take a shot. That one's going to be gloved by Britton.
Pretty good shot there. Very good shot selection there from Bosco. I mean, the goalie gloving that is going to give the Jesuits the opportunity to get some rest, get some new subs on for this face-off in the Tigers zone.
Baum and Simonello facing off at the dot. Again, a couple late subs here from the Tigers. Simonello wins the faceoff, trying to send it out of the zone. Ayers trying to keep it in. Trickles along the blue line, but eventually does get into the neutral zone. Burgess passes it away from the boards. Now Baum with some speed. Baum in the corner, backhands it to the other end for Driscoll. Ayers at the blue line trying to chip it back down to Driscoll. It gets there. Driscoll up for Pooley. Pooley throwing a shot on net, goes wide. Ayers back down to Driscoll. Driscoll looking for the middle, but gets out of the zone. Now Pooley has to go back in his own zone to collect it. Burgess looking for a cross-ice pass to Driscoll, gets tipped into the stands.
Yeah, so far the Jesuits have been doing a pretty good job at handling the puck, making the better decision, making the better pass, being patient. And I mean, so far, I mean, it's kept them inside the neutral zone and the Tigers zone is for a much longer time than they have before.
Face-off kind of even there. Now the Jesuits looking to get it down towards the net. Passes continuing to go wide as Taylor cross ice for Reynolds. Lots of back and forth here now between these two teams. Sent around the boards. Sola tipping the shot himself. Good awareness there from Rodrigue. Another whistle by the ref. Bring up a face-off, says it tipped up into the rafters.
Jesuits been pretty even today on the face-offs. I mean, they've been giving some up, they've been getting some, but this is a very crucial time. Can't allow Ridgefield to keep getting shots off on Rodrigue. So.
DeLuca and Murphy now. Looking for a push for the Jesuits. Murphy's shot swallowed up by Britton.
Yeah, good save there from the sophomore Britton. But yeah, I mean, as you were saying, very, very good. You actually never said this, but yeah, very good rush there from DeLuca and Murphy. A lot of chemistry between those two. I mean, as I know, they are very good friends. Play hockey a lot together.
Yeah, play club together. Had last season as well to grow that chemistry. It's DeLuca getting tied up behind the Ridgefield net. Shot from the blue line is gloved.
Good shot there from Shahaj. Did a really good job at getting it to the top. That would have been brought down if my calculations are correct, but that was a really good save there from Britton.
Nice win there from Bosco to get it over to DeLuca. DeLuca behind the net, centering it for Bosco. Bosco, nice one-timer, but the pad of Britton is just there to make the stop. Tie up in the corner. Ridgefield comes away with it. Simonello playing around the boards, putting his head down and going through a couple guys. Looking like a fullback out there.
Caught me a little bit off guard.
Bad passes by the Jesuits. Give it away to Ridgefield, but DeLuca gets it right back. DeLuca looking for a push. Can he get a second in the game with a possible power play? He can! Matthew DeLuca! 2-goal game to take the lead.
DeLuca! Oh my gosh. What a play there from the senior. Matthew DeLuca coming into the game with a chip on his shoulder. Hyping the bomb squad up. Huge goal there. Just a really good defensive effort. Probably going to get a replay pretty soon. But yeah, DeLuca just going straight up, stealing the puck, using his speed and handles. A little bit of dangle in there too to just get the puck in front of everybody. Great backhand there from DeLuca.
Yeah,
Wow.
Now with 6:26 left in the game, Matthew DeLuca gets his second to take the lead back for the Jesuits. And I believe Matthew DeLuca just in one game has matched his career goals.
I was about to say, but I didn't want to say it. Yeah, DeLuca, I mean.
That just shows the improvement, though. The work Matthew DeLuca put in to improve his play, and he's got 2 in this one.
Yeah, that's at 8:34 into the period. Huge there from DeLuca. The ref there playing some defense on Benny.
Yeah, noticed that myself. Just about to bring it up, Tommy. But Baum eventually comes away with it behind his own net. Ayers chipping it over to Pooley. Pooley up for Driscoll. Driscoll, quick one-timer pass, looked for Baum. Now it is up for Baum. Baum with a break. Himself, he shoots just wide. Maybe Britton even got a tip of his glove on that as well. But very good chance there from Broden Baum.
Yeah, Britton, really good save there. I mean, one-on-one with the goalie, you have to convert that. But, I mean, that was just such a great saving effort there from Britton to just not allow anything to happen. That's not even on Baum. That's just purely just
it
a
is
really
very good play by Britton to make the save. But Baum even himself showing off a little bit of that speed by him. Don't really didn't get much of him last year, so couldn't really show that off. But we're seeing it here today.
Good face-off there from the captain, Ruggs.
Brooks now back at the face-off. Wins that one over to Hicks. And now Schwartz.
Haven't seen much of the speedster all that much this game. We saw a lot more of Hicks last year. Definitely going to see him a lot more.
Oh, quick. Little bit of a tie up there. Sola, puck taking a tough bounce and goes off of, I believe, Sola's skate over towards Rodrigue, but the awareness by the keeper, number 31 in net, keeps this a 2-1 game. Scary times there for the Jesuits.
I mean, as you said, very scary times. I mean, that's twice now that Rodrigue has had to be extremely aware. And unfortunately, those 2 times were with Sola.
Yeah, Sola now himself once again getting tied up in front of the net with William Britton. Shot there is going to be gloved.
5:21 left in the third period. Jesuits up 2-1. Fen, how are you feeling about this Jesuit squad against the Ridgefield's defense?
I mean, there's definitely lots of room for improvement considering that it is only the first game of the year for the Jesuits, but haven't looked completely awful. I feel like I've even seen a little bit of chemistry between the team build as the game's gone on, and you've seen some players shine tonight who are looking to have great seasons, like, of course, number 16, Matthew DeLuca. As a shot there from Hicks was tipped, I believe, by Schwartz, but just over the net. Puck sent back down the other way. Burke has to race for it. Chops it away. Nice play there from Burke against Simonello.
Burke keeps...
Nice little move from Hicks. Hicks getting by a couple guys. Tosses one down, throws it on net. But the pad from Britton is there to stop it. Sent back down again. A tip by Schwartz. Now in front for Bosco. Bosco to looking to net his first varsity goal. He cannot. It's now the backhand, high backhand from Sola gets behind Ridgefield's net.
Oh. Yeah, just off there by Walsh. But yeah, really good offensive effort there from the Jesuits. I mean, they just seem on it so far, getting a ton of shots off on the goal. I mean, Ryan Hicks, what a great rush there. I mean, absolutely, that was one of the sickest plays I've ever seen from Hicks. I mean, just absolutely nutmegging the defender, getting past him, almost getting
his way on the boards as well.
Almost getting a goal too. I mean, really good effort there from Hicks. I mean, if we see more of that out of him, I mean, I might be hooting and hollering on the mic soon.
But now it's Declan Murphy trying to make a move. Gets laid out there from Kirshner. Now rush the other way. Backhander on net, saved by Rodrigue. And here goes Matthew DeLuca.
Really good shot there from Timothy Gallagher, number 13 on Ridgefield. backhand came with some force on it. Good defensive effort there from Declan Murphy.
Yeah, I believe Tuvlin was looking for a lead pass there from Murphy. Murphy just leaving a little bit behind him there, kind of stopping a bit of a rush. But Jesuits still keeping the puck out of their zone, but maybe not for long as Ridgefield gets the puck there. And we've got a tie up here. Shahaj sent the other way. Driscoll and Tuvlin. Driscoll's shot, he nets it! Oh, just on the outside. From this angle, that one looked like it got past.
That looked like an actual laser beam straight into the net. I think it hit left the bar.
Yeah, I believe it hit the outside netting. Wow. Made a little bit of a fool of myself there.
Driscoll with the absolute laser.
Almost snuck that one past Brandon. It really looked like it for a second from where we're sitting. Tommy, I don't know if did you see that?
Oh, I saw it. I actually really thought that went in.
I thought this was about to be a 3-1 game.
Yeah, me too.
That face-off one there from Simonello. 2.5 to go in the period and the game. Ridgefield down a goal as Driscoll looking to put them to bed. Takes another shot. Saved there by Britton again. And more tie-ups. Benny Burgess going after a couple. Lots of guys down on the ice. Helmets come off.
Benny there getting his helmet thrown off.
And I believe Benny's gone.
Yeah, I do believe Benny was thrown off the ice. I mean, I swear he was stomped on the ground. I might be wrong.
We're about to get a loud ovation from the bomb squad.
Benny doesn't want his helmet. Believe that's a little bit of Driscoll in there too. Lots of kids put into the penalty box.
Yeah, I see 2 Ridgefield guys heading in the box, as well as 2 prep guys. Or no, is it just, no, yes. Baum and Driscoll heading off. Oh, that is not good if you're the Jesuits. 2 offensive playmakers for you, for your team, are sent into the box now. I believe we'll have offsetting penalties for these 2 teams. Will remain 5-on-5. But lots of big scrum there.
Yeah, the refs. I've been seeing that ref in Benny talking the entire game, like chirping hard. I've heard it from the crowd. And, yeah, I mean, I'm not very surprised that the ref sent him off there.
Yeah. Benny, just so much energy by him, such a unique player.
There we see the bomb squad right there. Give it a we want Benny. Couldn't see that, but Karate was leading down the ground as he is right now.
And that is definitely some frowned upon play if you're the refs, but if you're the bomb squad, that's something you're absolutely loving. And honestly, interesting little scrum there, because I know Benny got sent off, maybe with some words he was saying, but his helmet did get pulled off, and we did see bodies being thrown. So he definitely was not the only culprit of that scrum, but did just happen to be the one to get called off.
Yeah, I swear I saw like 3 kids just punching.
I mean, yeah, we see two for each in the box right now, so that kind of just proves it for you.
Like I'm so serious. Like all my life, I literally saw like kids like just punching somebody on the ground. I mean, we might have to go back in the replay. I might have to go back in to see that, but I swear I saw it.
Yeah, and I don't know who took the original shot. It might have been Baum, but I think after the whistle, I at least saw 3 Ridgefield players just scram on top of Baum, I believe.
I mean, yeah, I saw somebody touch the goalie there, and then everything sort of erupted exponentially from there. I mean, for 1 second I saw everybody standing up, and then the next second I saw 3 people on the ice. So, I mean, I don't know how exponential that is, but it was pretty crazy.
So the refs still having a big conversation here, I think, trying to figure out the penalty situation with the guys in the box. Shout out Patrick Godswan, repping the manager coat today. Long winter coat. Looking pretty stylish.
Yeah,
though.
really long winter coat.
Looking stylish, though, I do have to say.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I do respect it a lot.
It is cold in here. My hands are shaking.
Yeah, I do need to put some better socks on. I actually can't feel my toes right now.
Yeah. It's rough out here, but we deal with it. We get through.
Yeah, 2:16 left in this period and potentially the game. Last year, the Jesuits started 0-1. I believe it was the Ridgefield, right?
Yes, it
First
was.
game?
I believe in overtime, a 4-3 loss at Ridgefield for the Jesuits was how they started their season last year. So not something they're looking to give away again. And right now with the 2-1 lead, they're hoping to hold on to that in these last moments of the game with 2:16 left here to go. And refs still, long conversation now with Coach O'Hara and Coach Gallagher for the respective teams.
Yeah, but I mean, the first line, everyone on the first line is not in the box, not one person. So first line's out there starting. I mean, we have Gavin Burke, Brooks Reynolds, Declan Murphy, Chris Sola, DeLuca, of course, Rodrigue, and that.
Yeah, and in the box right now for Ridgefield, I know we mentioned it's Baum and Driscoll for the Jesuits, but for Ridgefield it is McNicholas and Schlappack. Still lots of talk here.
See some kids right in front of me doing the prep chant.
Those are some future Jesuits right there.
Yeah. Where's Torin? Where's Torin?
Finally back up. Ready for puck drop. One there by Ridgefield. And the penalties will be offsetting, so 5-on-5 will be continued here as Burke behind his own net trying to look for DeLuca. Shot from the blue line, gets caught up there, and now it's Reynolds, the captain, looking for his first goal of the year, trying to get in. Can he keep the puck? He cannot. Good defensive play there by the Ridgefield Tigers. It's a shot there, block. Good pad save from Britton.
I mean, we do chirp Brooks a lot. Him being captain, him being motivational. But when he gets the puck, puts on this gear, he truly is a captain. You can see he's sort of like Nikola Jokic. Whenever he gets in the paint, everybody just collapses on him. Everybody goes on Brooks. People, I mean, could argue Brooks has aura on this ice.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that statement.
Really good play there from Declan, but unfortunately, oh no. Somebody almost just threw a puck right back in.
Yeah, a little interesting tactic there to try to get the puck back onto the ice.
Almost hit this, seemed like a little bit older man. Almost hit him, caught it, and instructed him on how to get it back. So, yeah, so far, I mean, we said going into this it was chippy, and I mean, it's crazy chippy now.
Yeah, especially in these dying moments. Ridgefield, expect a lot of ferocity from them. As with 1:14 there left, they're looking to get something going and maybe take a couple people with them.
Yeah, definitely.
did get a timeout by Ridgefield. So that is what is happening now with the stoppage in play. Face off now at center ice. Reynolds and Simonello. Puck in Jesuits zone. Jesuits with control, send it back the other way. Collected in the neutral zone. Under a minute of play now left in the game. Empty net for the Tigers. A goal by the Jesuits could put it away as it was batted toward their own net. Simonello able to just keep it out and sends it back down the ice. Will be an icing.
Yeah, really good hustle there from Simonello, not allowing anything there to get in his net and seal away this game.
38 seconds. Here, Britton's gonna hop back in net for the Tigers. As we'll see Simonello and Reynolds back at the face-off dot here to the left of Britton. Expect an empty net for Ridgefield if they can make a push down the other way, but that face-off won by the Jesuits. Solo looking to send that one down towards the net.
Big hit there on DeLuca.
Moved into the neutral zone, chipped away. Still tied up there. Ridgefield looking to go now. Need a push, that's gonna be an offsides, just a very costly offsides for the Tigers as there's 11.5 left on the clock, and they were about to make a push there as well.
Yeah, I mean, that rush had so much potential. Everybody was spreading out, everybody was getting into positions. Jesuits were not ready for it. And I mean, just too many men going over that blue line. Something you just can't have, especially whenever you're getting momentum.
Face-off won by Ridgefield, but all the way back into their own zone. 5 seconds to go here. There does not seem to be a last push by the Tigers, and that will do it. The Jesuits get their first win of the season in their home opener, season opener. 2-1 victory over the Ridgefield Tigers, making up for their season opener last year against them.
Yeah, the Jesuits already coming out in a bang, getting a win when necessary, when needed.
And a pretty good team victory from them to hold off the Tigers here as it got close there in the second period. But the great play from Matthew DeLuca to get the win for the Jesuits. I mean, what a game from the senior, third-year varsity player. What a game from him. The two lone goals by the Jesuits to help them start the season off 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, Matt DeLuca, I mean, you said it best. He finally got the game that he was looking for. He was hungry for it all of last season. I mean, I would argue almost every single game I mentioned, DeLuca looking for a goal here, and not even in a mean manner. Genuinely, I knew how hungry DeLuca was. And him, season opener, 2-goal win, basically single-handedly had the Jesuits on his back. I mean, just a really good outing from the senior.
But as for us here at Wonderland, that will be it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here. Although we were only able to join you for 2 periods. They were good 2 periods. We had a fun time, but that will be it from us tonight. 2-1 is the final in favor of the Jesuits to start their season off 1-0. I'm Phineas Wright once again alongside with Tommy Berry. And thank you, everyone. Have a good night.